Damn, this thing is nice. Wow. I can't believe how smooth this thing feels. I mean, acceleration is just awesome, man. What's up, everybody? Sensei here. Welcome to the show. Welcome to another video. I know it's been a while since I've made a ride video, but man, let me tell you something. I've been riding for a while, and I'm not quick to jump to buy electric unicycles. You know, I try to always rock what I got, but you know, I always do my research before I go in and I want to buy something. So I was looking, I was taking in all the information, you know, that I heard from other riders. One factor is the price. The price of these things are not cheap. Before you know it, man, you can be a few grand in the hole. So, you know, you want to be careful of what you pull the trigger on to buy. That's me anyway. If you got deep pockets, like I always say, well, you can go ahead and buy as many as you like. For me, I like to just take my time. So without further ado, I'm going to show y'all what I got. I got the veteran Lynx. And let me tell you, this is the first day. I've only put maybe 4 or 5 miles on it. But this wheel is amazing. It is amazing. This is first impressions. Again, things could change, but I don't think it's going to change. I did buy it used, but I got a heck of a deal. The only gripe that I have, and I will point this out, and I have to get used to it, are these pegs right here, these jump blocks. Not a big fan right now. I know I have to get used to it. I think what I'm going to do is buy, I think they have like extension blocks that you can put over top of those, and I might order some. But besides that, I am really happy with this Lynx. Honestly, I don't know what else to say. I'm going to put some more miles on it, get some more ride footage. But I was so surprised how comfortable it was just to jump on this thing and just go. Felt really, really good. Probably one of the easiest electric unicycles that I jumped on and just started riding. That the Lynx is probably the best wheel that I've ridden so far. And let's just get on here. Let's do a little ride out. And then I'll just give you a little bit of feedback on how it feels while I'm riding. It's something else that I noticed right away. This will be a very easy unit for me to get comfortable riding seated. When I sat on it the first time, I was like, wait a second. You know, I was like, oh, I said, this feels kind of comfortable. It feels good. My legs don't feel all jammed up. You know, my feet don't feel like they're jammed underneath me like a kangaroo. So I'm at Brookdale Park right now, and it seems like it really wasn't that busy on the road before, but now I think people are getting ready to leave. So I just want to be careful before I pull out. But the weather's beautiful. I think it got up to 84 degrees. The unit arrived today, and I was sitting around like a little kid, man. So here we go. So, initial impressions. Very smooth, torquey. It has the Kenda 262 tire on it. I do like the Kenda. I don't think I'm going to upgrade it. It's good for me. I think it's a balanced tire for doing light trails and then riding on street. So I'm going to keep this tire on. I have the Kenda on my RS, and I like the tire. I know some people telling me to get the Shinko 241 or the Shinko 244, but for right now, I am just going to rock this Kenda. The wheel feels very well balanced. It's just weird with the toe blocks, because when I go to push, you know, to lean, I'm not leaning on anything. It's like there's no contact really. with the wheel. So I got to get something for that. So I'm gonna look out. I was looking at some toe block extenders, but I mean, some of the prices for these things are just outrageous. But I'll find a way. I'll figure out a way to get it done. But my overall impressions, first impressions, the wheel is a 10 out of 10 for me. And for me to say that means a lot, because I don't want to say I'm over picky, but for me to get on this wheel and feel as comfortable as I do, I'll give it a 10 out of 10. You know what? I'll say a 9.5 because of the toe blocks. But everything else feels great. I'm not going to nitpick the wheel. I'm not. It came with a seat. Oh my goodness, this thing is freaking amazing. I'm not sure how this shot is because I'm just shooting on my not the GoPro, the DJI. So sometimes this angle can get a little wacky. Really impressed. I did not think this wheel would feel this good. Honestly, I didn't. I love the veteran Sherman, especially the OG. I had one, but I ended up selling that one because at first I thought I was going to get the patent. I had my eyes set on the patent, but one thing that stopped me from getting the patent was I think it'd have been just a touch too small for me. I was watching Zen Lee recently on a video, and he had made a statement like that. He loves the patent S, don't get me wrong, but if I'm not mistaken, I believe he says something, it might be just a touch too small even for his size, and I'm much taller than Zen Lee. But Zen, I listened to you on what you were saying about the Lynx for a while, and you were spot on. Now again, I am not on the same level as Zen Lee when it comes to riding and racing and stuff, but I can hold my own. And this wheel definitely lives up to, and I don't want to even say hype, but the wheel lives up to the Leaper Kim name. This thing is freaking amazing. Honestly, I don't see what else I would need unless I'm going on 100+ mile rides, maybe the Sherman L, but to me, that would be too much wheel for me. And at the current prices, I would not drop that much money down on a Sherman L. That's just me. Again, if you have deep pockets, more power to you. I'm not saying that I can't afford it. I'm just not going to pay over $4 grand for a wheel. That's just me. I always try to hunt for the deals, because when it comes down to getting the equipment, the gloves, the helmet, the pads, knee pads, all this type of stuff, elbow pads, the cost of this sport definitely goes up. So I'm always looking for a deal. I want to give a big thank you and shout out to CJ. I can't say enough, because CJ could have taken me to the cleaners on this wheel. He really could have, and he gave me the deal of the freaking century. And I appreciate him for that. I really, really do. So big shout out to brother CJ, man. I'll put his link down to his channel below. Not enough good things can be said about him, because he's been really, really good to me throughout the years. I bought a few wheels off of him. And not only has he been good to me, he's been good to some of my fellow riders as well when it comes to offering amazing deals on these wheels. Now, I don't know how fast I've been up on this thing yet. Maybe about 35, I'm thinking. I forgot my phone. I know it has a screen on it, but I really wasn't looking down at the screen. Oh my goodness, it's just freaking amazing, man. Only thing that I really, well, the wind's kind of crazy today too. It seems to settle down, and then the gusts just come out of nowhere. I just have to figure out how to lock my toes in a touch better. I don't want to be too locked in, but at the same time, I have to give myself a way of just feeling a little more secure when I go to put the power down. Let me get through this crosswalk here. Fire truck, be respect to the firemen. But overall, I'm really amazed at how this thing feels. I can't wait to see how my skills increase while riding this wheel. It's definitely going to make me a better rider. Got to get something to get my toes a little more comfortable. And I think this wheel will loosen my style up a bit. I've been known to ride a little stiff. I've been told that, but that's okay. That can always be worked out. But I do have good balance. That is one thing. I do have good balance on this thing. Yeah, we are running out of daylight. So this is going to be a short video. I don't think I want to go too crazy with the footage. I just wanted to give everybody first impressions of what I got. Loving the wheel. Loving this thing. Oh my goodness. I might have to do a 24-hour Le Mans ride. I'm telling you. The suspension is pretty locked in. I ride it the same settings that CJ had on it. Now he weighs a little more than me, but it seems to be set well. So I'm just going to leave the suspension alone for now. The main thing is just to get comfortable. The tipping point of the wheel. Like I'm going up a hill right now. Let me see if I can show you guys where I am. And I'm not trying to go too fast in here. Speed limit's 25. And there's cops and everybody around, so I'm not going to be going balls to the wall, full send. I think I got it up to about 35. I believe it was like 35. That's what it felt like anyway. Hold on, let me. Okay, I just wanted the short, not the selfie stick here. Now I'm riding the bike lane. I've been dipping in and out of the bike lane. Now what's crazy, coming down this hill is weird. It's windy. It's very windy coming down this hill. I'm gonna cut over. Yeah, this thing is amazing. It's a really good, solid wheel. Do is just a little kickoff on the Lynx just to see how that feels when you're starting off. And I always tell people when I start off on an electric unicycle, it's like a running back running a football. You want to get your weight over the wheel, and then you just push off and you lean, and you're up and you're off. As I was saying, it's like too many motions. Try to keep your motions down to one when you start out. But this thing feels really, really good. Wow. Even one-legged riding feels good. Since it's cleared out a little bit in the park, I'm just going to do a quick buzz on these trails. There are a lot of people walking on these footpaths. So I'm going to take a quick cruise. I know in a park it says, especially with bikes, you can ride anywhere but on the grass. So that's what I'm going to obey. Right now, I'm not going to be riding fast. I used to ride out here all the time, especially during the pandemic. I spent a lot of time riding out here, and it's a great place just to come and get used to the wheel. You don't want to jump straight out on the street with this thing because you will be in for one effed up day if you lose control. And that's something that you definitely don't want to do, is be out in traffic and wreck on one of these things. Been there, done that. This thing is nimble. And they say the Patent S or the Patent, either one, is even more nimble than this. And I'm like, good golly. I don't even see how anything could be more nimble, figuratively speaking. You know what I mean? This thing feels really, really good. Come on, squirrel. You see me coming. I love the squirrels, but dude, they play chicken with you all the time. I just hope my voice is not clipping like crazy. I dropped the microphone down. They say normally keep it about 6 inches away from your face. I think you actually have to go a little bit more than that. Yeah, this thing feels, it's just, the balance is so effing good, man. The balance is so good on this thing. Holy cow. Pick it up a little bit. Okay. All right.